Um, I just want to say a couple words about competition and how this thing came to be. Um, I will admit that I sort of hate competitions. I never win them. And I feel like they're inherently unfair because they're subjective. At the same time, I founded this competition because at the beginning of the pandemic, I noticed that Zoom wasn't doing any favors to new work by playwrights and screenwriters. And I wanted to encourage people to really investigate monologue more deeply. And there's nothing to motivate writers as well as a competition with a little bit of prize money. I want to just say a couple words about August Vanderbeck, my late friend who helped me start this competition. August, the prize that is named for her is a prize for daring. And I just want to tell you a little bit about her so that you'll have a sense of why that is. August was someone who always loved a good fight and never shied away from a fight. She was sort of the opposite of a diplomat. If she saw something that she thought was wrong, she spoke up immediately. I didn't always agree with her, but I appreciated the fact that she always brought her feelings up and vocally, quite vocally. When 9/11 happened, August lived across the street from the towers, and she ran a mutual fund, the Rainbow Fund, which was on the 85th floor of Tower 2. She survived 9/11 by the skin of her teeth, and then quickly noticed, as she was trying to rebuild her business, that big banks like Citibank and Chase and Wells Fargo were getting a lot of help. The government was sort of holding their hands and helping them make sure that they got every penny coming to them. But all the small businesses around Ground Zero were having a harder time. So she founded an organization called From the Ground Up. And that organization helped small business owners rebuild after 9/11. Unfortunately, due to her exposure at Ground Zero, she did develop cancer several years later, and she fought for 11 years and only died in November of 2020. So the first year that we gave out the award, it was called the August Vanderbeck Special Prize for Daring, and now it is the August Vanderbeck Memorial Prize for Daring. I really do believe that one of the most important things that has already happened and happens each year is that the people participating in this start to form a community. Nothing makes me happier than to see a writer work with an actor that they didn't know before and then go on to do more collaboration into the future. So I'm very excited about that. And I'm also very happy to see that some of you are staying in touch and supporting each other's work. I am obsessed with fairness, and yet, as I said, competitions are inherently unfair. But I want to tell you how we go about the judging so that you'll know that we tried to make it as fair as possible, but ultimately it is always a subjective thing. So first, in order to become finalists, the 400 submissions were read by the National Circle of Judges. Now, who are these people? These are 40 professionals, actors, directors, and writers from film and theater. The actors and the directors have to have a special interest in new work. Every monologue is read by at least 2 judges who score them on these 6 different criteria, which I won't go into right now. But and then if we find that there are 2 judges where one thinks it's the most brilliant thing in the world and the other one thinks it's dreck, then automatically a 3rd judge comes in to break the tie. Then the finalists, all of you, were reviewed by a panel of 5 finalist judges. Now, this year and last year, all the judges were both actors and writers. And this year, for the first time, we are giving out a prize for outstanding performance by an actor. And hold on one second. I would like to thank Dr. Gabby Munther for funding this prize. I just want to say that I think the biggest prize really of all is the sense of community that comes out of these festivals and the opportunity to expose yourself to the obsessions and the quirks of fellow artists. I personally think that is such an important thing for us as artists, to keep a steady diet of unexpected things that we might otherwise never have found. In the age of the algorithm, where everything is being curated for us by a machine knowledge that observes our every click, the more that we can put ourselves in touch, in direct contact with things that were not curated specifically for us, I think the better. So I hope that you will all continue to come to the Someone Speaking series, which is on the first Monday of each month. And I think I put it in the chat. On February 6th, we will have, so Someone Speaking on the first Monday of every month, we present 5 monologues by 5 writers. And I'm looking for it. I can't find it. I just want to announce it, sorry. Yes, so on Monday, February 6th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we will hear work by Adrian Royce, Donna Sorbello, Bara Swain, Michael Harrington, and Rebecca Kane. Okay, so please do come if you can. All right, I think I have said everything. Did I forget anything? Michelle, Kaylee, anything?
Don't think so.
Okay, all right. Because we were a little concerned about January 2nd being a date when we weren't sure everybody would be back up and running, the presentations of the awards have been pre-recorded, even though some of our award announcers are with us today. So this will consist of me sharing my screen and playing you a video, okay? Which is usually not the way we don't do things here, but we make an exception tonight.